We'll start with Mangalacharan. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namane Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashnapradeshatarane. I offer my respectful obeisances unto His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who is very dear to Krishna, having taken shelter at his lotus feet. Our respectful obeisances are unto you, O spiritual master, servant of Saraswati Goswami. You are kindly preaching the message of Lord Chaitanya Dev and delivering the Western countries which are filled with impersonalism and voidism. Okay. Dev read.
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर आशीर्वाद साधि गौरी भक्तवृंदा श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य महाप्रभु is accompanied by his friendly expansion श्री नित्यानंद प्रभु and incarnation श्री अद्वैत प्रभु his international potential Gadadhar Prabhu and his margin potential Srivasadi Prabhu is and merges them as the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Okay, thank you, Dev. हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते. O my dear Krishna, ocean of mercy, you are the friend of the distressed and the source of creation. You are the master of the cowherd men and the lover of the gopis, especially Srimati Radharani. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Shri Radha Pranam, please read.
काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दवनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये. I offer my respects to Radharani, whose bodily complexion is like molten gold, who is queen of Vrindavan. You are daughter of King Vrishabhani, and you are very dear to Lord
Krishna. Okay, thank you, Dves. Thank you so much. Now, Hare Krishna Mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shloka time. So, today's verse is Bhagavad Gita's 12th chapter, second verse, which is Shri Bhagavan Vacha Maya Vesha Mano Ye Mam नित्ययुक्ता उपासते श्रद्धया परयोपेतास्ते मे युक्ततमा मतः. So, in Bhagavad Gita's 12th chapter, verse 2, Krishna is saying, Shri Bhagavan Maya Mano Ye Mam Nityayukta Upasate Shraddhaya Parayopetas Te Me Yuktatama Mataha. So in this chapter basically of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is uh, choosing words like Tama Mataha, like dear to me, very dear to me. So Krishna is describing what is dear to him. He himself is telling, oh, I like this. Oh, this person is dear to me. This person is very dear to me. Similarly, in this verse, he says, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, those who fix their minds on my personal form and are engaged always in worshipping me with great transcendental faith are considered by me to be the most perfect. Okay, so shlokas I'll send, and you have to remember. If you are not able to remember one shloka in 1 week, we can increase it to 2 week, like per 2 weeks and one shloka you can remember. But please try to send the recording of your shlokas in the group. I've seen nobody sending the recording, like nobody is remembering the shloka only. So please try to remember one shloka per week, or even in 2 weeks. Okay. Lord Balaram, the original spiritual master. So you can see how beautiful portrait of Lord Balaram is there. So beautiful. Yamuna river is there, and Balram ji is standing like a cowherd was standing like a king. Okay, some specific pastimes of Lord Balram. So we have discussed about so many pastimes of Lord Balram uh, in our previous classes, but today we'll just have a short like revision of some pastimes of Lord Balram. Aishani, read.
Some specific pastimes of Lord Balram. 1. Balram slays demon Dhenukasura. Den- Dhenukasura. Balram kills Pralambasura. Lord Balram exemplifies the service attitude to Krishna. He came as Lakshman with Ram and later as Nityanand Prabhu with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is the origin spiritual master, and anyone desiring to make spiritual progress must first get the mercy of Lord Balram.
Okay, thank you so much, Aishani. So, brief description of the pastimes of Lord Balaram and his glories are there. So, Lord Balaram slays the demon Dhenukasur, which we have discussed. He slays Prarambasur, which we have also discussed. And the next thing is he exemplifies the service attitude to Krishna. So, Avi Krishna says no in this verse that those who worship me, those who engage in worshipping my personal form with transcendental faith, I consider them most perfect. So, this attitude is exemplified by Lord Balaram, and Lord Balaram come as Lord Lakshman in Ramalila, and in Chaitanya Leela he come as Nityanand Prabhu. He is Lord Balaram, and he is the original spiritual master. And anyone desiring to make spiritual progress must seek the mercy of Lord Balaram. So, before seeking the mercy of Lord Krishna, we have to seek the mercy of Lord Balaram for our spiritual progress, because he is the original spiritual master. Okay, next, Vamshi Krishna will read. Vamshi Krishna.
Krishna and Balarama were, were enjoying life in Vrindavan is in the
Midst.
midst of covered boys and girls. The season gradually changed to summer. The summer season is in India is not very much welcomed because of the excessive heat. But in Vrindavan, everyone was placed because summer there were they appeared just like spring. This was possible only because Lord Krishna and Balram, who are the controllers even of Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, were residing there.
Yeah, thank you, Vamshi. So the story is starting with like this, that Krishna and Balaram were enjoying the pastimes in Vrindavan in the midst of cowherd boys and girls, and during that time only the season gradually changed to summer. So it was winter season and the season changed to summer. So summer season is not very much liked by Indians because it's so much heat in that season. Also water dries up sometimes, rot is there, and so many things, flu are there, people uh, start dying in summer season, poor people are not able to survive. So various reasons the summer season is not welcomed too much, but that time summer season was so pleasing. Now you'll ask, how can summer season be pleasing? Because summer season was not summer only, it appeared just like spring. Okay, Not much heat, not much cold, not much humidity. So everything balanced, and weather like so cool, calm. Flowers are blooming. Summer season was not just summer season; it was spring season. So everybody was so happy, and this was possible only because Krishna and Balram were there. So they can control even Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva. So what to speak of the demigods? What to speak of a season? So it's told here that they can control everything. So they are residing there. So summer season was like just spring, and everything was very nice. Um, in Vrindavan, there are many falls which are pouring water, and the sound is so sweet that it covers the sound of the crickets. And because water flows all over, the forest always looks green and beautiful. So, in Vrindavan, there are so many waterfalls, and those are always filled with crystal clear water. They like flow with a sound. They uh, come on the ground with the sound that their sound is so much that cricket sound like when with the sound which the cricket is making, not that cricket game, the cricket insect, the it is making, it is like overshadowed by the sound of the falls. Okay, so these waterfalls are all over the forests of the Vrindavan, all over the forests of the Vrindavan, because of which what happens? There is ample supply of water in the whole forest, and the forest always looks green and beautiful. Okay, you can do one thing, you can just imagine, as I told in last class also, you can just sit and imagine, because if you will imagine this, you'll like be more greatly interested in learning, and you'll be able to enjoy it more. Okay, so just imagine that Krishna is there, his friends are there, Gopals are there, and they're all enjoying in the midst of forest, and summer season is coming, winter season is going and it's coming, like just spring flowers are blooming, waterfalls are flowing here, there, everywhere in the forest. Forests are lush green, very much beautiful. Okay, now who will read? Sanya, read.
The inhabitants of Vrindavan were never disturbed by the scorching heat of the sun or the high summer temperatures. The lakes of Vrindavan are surrounded by green grasses and various kinds of lotus flowers bloom there, such as the kal- kalara, ganja, and utpala, and the air blowing in Vrindavan carries the aromatic pollen of water from the waves of the Yamuna. The lakes and the waterfalls touched the bodies of the inhabitants of Vrindavan. They automatically felt a cooling effect. Therefore, they were practically undisturbed by the summer season.
Okay, thank you so much, Sanya. So, inhabitants of Vrindavan were never disturbed by the scorching heat of the sun, of the high summer temperature. So, summer season is famous for the scorching heat of Suryadev, and also the high temperature which is there in summer, the drying up of the rivers, everything is there. So summer season is famous for that, right? But no symptoms like this appeared in summer season, when summer season was there in Vrindavan, when Krishna Balram there was there were there. So what happened? First thing is that lakes dries up, flowers dries up, they don't bloom much. So everything happened opposite. So lakes were surrounded by green grasses and various kinds of flowers such as lotus, and various kinds of lotuses also, kalhar, kanj, utpal, different kinds of lotus flowers are also there. So they were surrounding the lakes, and also air blowing in the Vrindavan. They carried aromatic pollen of the lotus flower, so air was also like aromatic, and water particles from the waves of river Yamuna touched everyone, which made them feel a cooling effect, because of which they don't feel too much hot, too much heat in the summer season. That this all combined to make a very nice environment in the summer season also. So Vrindavan is such a nice place. Flowers are always blooming, and there are even various kinds of decorated deer. Birds are chirping, peacocks are crowing and dancing, and bees are humming. The cuckoos there sing nicely in five kinds of tunes. So next further description is that flowers are always blooming. Flowers are like, never is there a time that flowers are not blooming in Vrindavan. And there are even different kinds of decorated deers. So birds are chirping there, peacocks are crowing there, and dancing, bees are humming, cuckoos are nicely singing in five different kinds of tune. We have to heard only one uh, cry of cuckoo, no, coo, coo, but their cuckoos are making five different kinds of tune. Okay, somebody can read. Who wants to read?
Mataji, can I read?
Yeah.
Krishna, the reservoir, the reservoir, reservoir of pleasure, blowing his flute, accompanied by his elder brother, Balaram, and the boys and the cows entered the beautiful forest of Vrindavan to enjoy the atmosphere. They walked into the midst of the newly grown leaves of trees whose flowers resembled peacock feathers. They were garlanded by those flowers and decorated with saffron chalk. Sometimes they were dancing and singing, and sometimes wrestling with one another. Mataji, can I read?
Yeah.
Krishna, the reservoir, Mataji. Mataji, can I read? Reservoir of pleasure. Mataji, can I read? Blowing his flute. Mataji, can I read?
Okay, okay, I'll give chance to everyone. Thank you so much. This was reading, right? This, thank you so much. Mitanshu, I'll give you a chance, okay? Uh, okay. So, what happens in Vrindavan that there are so many green forests, everything is there, and Krishna and Balaram goes out to herd the cows. So with their cowherd friends, they goes out in the beautiful atmosphere which we read. Now Krishna and Balaram is going out into the forest in this beautiful atmosphere to herd the cows. And leaves are green, flowers are like blooming, different kinds of flowers are blooming. Peacocks are dancing with their feathers, like white, and they were garlanded by the flower and decorated with saffron chalk. Sometimes they were dancing and singing, sometimes wrestling with each other. So each of the Krishna's friend, sometimes they were dancing, sometimes they were singing, sometimes they were fighting with each other. So this was going on. Okay, Mitranshi.
Saffron chalk is pure, right? It doesn't have any chemicals.
No, pure
When
saffron.
Krishna danced, some of the cowherd boys sang, and others played on flutes. Some barked on buffalo horns and clapped their hands, praising Krishna. Dear brother, you're dancing very nicely, accurately. All these balls were demigods descended for higher planets to assist Krishna for his placements. The demigods granted the rest of the cowherd boys were encouraging like Krishna. He is dancing like just one artist, encouraging with another praise.
Thank you, Mitranshi. Now mute yourself. Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, at that time, though, no adulteration was there in anything. Saffron was also so much pure, and it was used as a decorative item also. So people used it to decorate their bodies. So Krishna and his friends were also decorated by the saffron chalk.
Ma'am,
It
how
was
do
very
you
nice.
find saffron chalk from trees or something?
Yeah, from the saffron plants only. They got saffron.
Oh,
And so okay, so what happened, they were fighting, dancing, going. So some of the cowherd boys also sang, another played on flutes, some bugled on buffalo horns and clapped their hands. So they're going with dancing, singing nicely, clapping their hands, playing, and they're praising Krishna. You are dancing very nice, dear brother. Actually, all these boys were demigods descended from higher planets to assist Krishna in his pastime. So they are all encouraging Krishna dancing. So who are they? They are not ordinary uh, boys. They are demigods who descended to help Krishna in his pastimes. Now they grabbed the dress of cowherd boys and praised Krishna. How? Just like one artist praises the work of another artist. Okay, Adya read.
up to that time, neither Balrama nor Krishna had undergone the hair cutting ceremony. Therefore, their hair was clustered like crow's feathers. They were always playing hide and seek with their boyfriends or jumping or fighting with them. Sometimes, while his friends were chanting and dancing, Krishna would praise them. My dear friends, you are dancing and singing very nicely.
Okay, so the image you are making in your mind, you all are making. So image of Krishna should be like uh, the one who has so much clustered hair, like very much clustered hair on his head. Balramji is same because they have not gone hair cutting ceremony till now, and their hair is clustered how, like crow's feather. Have you seen crow's feather? How clustered it is. So
No,
like
I didn't
they,
see crow's feather.
yeah, and with that kind of hair, with that beautiful face, they are playing hide and seek, jumping, fighting on each other. And sometimes their friends are chanting and dancing, and Krishna is praising them. Sometimes they are praising Krishna. So Krishna is praising, yeah, you are dancing very nicely, you are singing very nicely. And the boys played at catching ball with fruits, such as Bale and Amalaka. They played blindsman buff, challenging and touching one another. Sometimes they imitated the forest deer and various kinds of birds. They joked with one another by imitating croaking frogs, and they enjoyed swinging underneath the trees. Sometimes they would play amongst themselves like a king and his subjects. In this way,
I'm
Balram.
also really scared of that swing because I don't like to swing on forest. It's really scared. I don't want to do it.
Okay,
I want
okay.
to. They look kind of scary, but you see here Krishna and the rope where they're swinging looks beautiful. They're not scary.
Yeah, it look very beautiful. When Krishna is there, no scary thing is there. No, we can just rely on him and
That time it was so pure.
yeah, we can just rely on him and climb on anything. It was that time, yeah, that time also. In this way, Balram and Krishna, along with their friends, played all kinds of sports and enjoyed the soothing atmosphere of Vrindavan, full of rivers, lakes, rivulets, fine trees, and excellent gardens filled with flowers and fruits. So there, like we play with ball now, sometimes we can't find ball, so we'll say, okay, give me any circle, any sphere thing, I'll play with that. So they played with bale and amalak fruits as balls. Okay, so bale is also a circle, and amalak I have not seen, but I can imagine some sphere or circle kind of fruit must be amalak. So they played with it, and they also played blindsman buff. In this game, what happens, one have to challenge and touch one another and just run away. Okay, sometimes they imitated various kinds of deers and various kinds of birds also. They chose their voice and made sounds like birds and deers and different types of animals, and they joked with one another by like croaking frogs and enjoying underneath the trees. They sometimes became king, sometimes the some cowherd boys became the subjects, and they play like this. And Lord Krishna and Balram, along with their friends, played all kinds of sport Where? In the soothing environment of the forests of Vrindavan, which was full of rivers, lakes, rivulets, pine trees, excellent gardens, fruits, and flower. All the descriptions that we read and all the photos we can see, we can all merge it, imagine it, and just think how beautiful was the environment there. As you can see, some of you are saying that oh, it might be scary. It was so much fun. It was not even 1% scary for those cowherd boys or
Mom,
Krishna or
people just
Balram.
put some photos of Krishna. We don't know how actually Krishna looks.
Okay, so yeah, but by reading these descriptions, by reading from authorized sources, you can just imagine, okay, Krishna was like this, Krishna was like this. So sometimes when you read, no, it forms an image in your mind, and the image exactly resembles what is there, like to so much extent. Okay, understood, Adya?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next, what
Can I
happened?
read Mataji?
Yeah,
Mom,
Ishni.
I know this guy from that video. He turned into a cow again.
Okay, Mitranshi, mute. Yeah, Ishni, read.
Once, while the boys were engaged in their transcendental pastimes, a great demon of the name Pralambasur entered their company, desiring to kidnap both Balram and Krishna. Although Krishna was playing the part of coward boy, uh, as the supreme personality of Godhead, he could understand everything, past, present, and future.
Okay, so Krishna is the knower of all the times, past, present, future. He's the knower of everything. Be in a form of a little child or a youth boy, anything he is. He's like playing with his friends, but he is not like ordinary child. He is knowing everything, past, present, future. He is like fully aware of everything.
He
So
even recognized the demon. He can
yeah.
even sense about who is coming near to him.
Hmm. So this Pralambasur was a demon, and he disguised himself as a cowherd boy and came to Krishna. And the Supreme Personality of Godhead understood that, okay, he is a demon disguised as cowherd boy. So then what happened? Mitranshu, read.
So when
Mitran,
Prabhu, so when
you're reading.
Prabhupala entered their company, Krishna began to think how to kill the demon. But suddenly he received him as a friend. Oh my dear friend, he said, it's very good that you come to take part of our pastimes. Krishna, now we shall play in pairs. We shall with this assemble. All the boys arrived. Some of them took the side of Krishna, some of them took Ram, and they arranged to play in duel.
Okay, thank you, Mitranshu. Now mute. Okay, so when Pralambasur entered, Krishna was immediately thinking, okay, how to kill him, how to kill this Asura. But internally, he was like this. Externally, he was welcoming him as a friend. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, my dear friend, come, come, take part in our pastimes, play with us. He's like this to him, but inside he's thinking, okay, how to kill him now? Next Asura in line to be killed. So Krishna is thinking like this, and inside and outside is welcoming him, saying him, inviting him for playing. And Krishna then called all of his friends and ordered them, now we shall play in pairs. We shall we shall challenge one another in pair. With this proposal, some of boys assembled together. So he said, okay, now no playing together in one group. We'll play together in pairs. We'll make two groups and we'll play, and we'll challenge one another in from the one group to the opposite party. So they arranged themselves in duels. So the leader was Krishna, and second side the leader was Balaram. So some of them came in the side of Krishna, and some of them went to Balaramji's side. Now what happened? The defeated members in duel fighting had to carry the victorious members on their backs, as a horse carries the master. They began playing and at the same time tended the cows as they proceeded through Bhandirvan forest. So all these pastimes were happening in Bhandirvan forest. And what happened that Krishna said, okay, so we'll play in two teams, two. groups, and one group has to fight with another, and the one who with the group which is defeated, the members of that group has to carry the members of the victorious group on their backs like a horse carries its masters. So everyone has agreed, the play started. Now what happened? Duas read.
The party of Balaram, accompanied by Sri Dama and Rishabha,
Came out victorious.
and Krishna's party had to carry them on backs through Bandirvan forest. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, being defeated, had to carry Sri Rama on his back. And Bhadrasena carried Vrishabha. Imitating their play, Prahlad, who appeared as a coward boy, carried Balram on his back. Pralambasur was the greatest of the demons, and he had calculated that Krishna was the most powerful of coward boys.
Okay, thank you, Dvis. So now Balaram, this team appeared victorious and Krishna's team lost. So they were accompanied by Sridhama and Rishabh, and they came out victorious. And what happened that Krishna's party has to now carry Balaramji's party on their head. So Krishna, Lord Krishna is being carried on the back of Sridhama, and Bhadrasen is carrying Vrishabha. So you can just focus on the details that can come in the quiz. Okay. So yeah, also you can make a visualization in the mind so that it will be very interesting, very enjoyable for you to learn. So Krishna is being carried by a friend named Sridhama, and Bhadrasen is being carried by Rishabha. And seeing this, Pralambasur also said, okay, okay, now this is the time. Let me also carry Balaram, go somewhere in the side of the forest and kill him. So he carried Lord Balaram, and he observed the strength of every cowherd boy, and he thought in himself, okay, Krishna is the most powerful one here. Now what happened? In order to avoid the Krishna's company, Pralambasur carried Balaram far away. Okay, he is not knowing he's carrying his death on his shoulder. The demon was undoubtedly very strong and powerful, but he was carrying Lord Balaram, who is compared to a mountain, therefore began to feel burdened, and thus he assumed his real form. So he was carrying Lord Balaram on his head, and he was laughing, thinking that, okay, Krishna is most powerful. No, I'll avoid his company only, and I'll take Balaram to some forest and will kill him. And because Balramji is like a mountain, he was not able to carry him much for much for much time, and he was feeling very much burden on his shoulder, and he assumed his real form like a asura, like a demon, as you can see how nicely he came as a cowherd boy, now in his original form. When he appeared in his real form,
Mom,
he was
his eyes and hair were orange.
yeah, he is so much like fearsome demon. When he appeared in his real feature, he was decorated with golden helmet, earrings, looked like a cloud with lightning carrying the moon. Balaram observed the demon's body expanding up to the limits of the cloud, his eyes dazzling like blazing fire, and his mouth flashing with sharpened teeth. At first, Balram was surprised by the demon's appearance, and then he began to wonder how is that all of a sudden this carrier has changed in every way. So, for Lord Balram, it is not very surprising thing that okay, some demon has come or some big person with blazing fiery eyes has come. He is playing like these demons with these kinds of demon every day also 3 4 times. So he's not much astonished, but he's like thinking, okay, so I was on the back of a cowherd boy, and suddenly, all of a sudden, he is into a demon, and he's such a big person that he's touching clouds. So then what happened? But with a clear mind, he could quickly understand that he was being carried away from his friends by a demon who intended to kill him. Immediately, he struck the head of the demon with his strong fist, just as a king of heavenly planets strikes a mountain with his thunderbolt. So, how Indradev destroys a mountain with his thunderbolt. Similarly, Balramji gave a nice fist striking to a
Nice
person
slap for him. Slap.
using Pralambasar
Nice
on his
slap for
shoulder.
that Pilambasur.
Yeah, and
Now is it
he
happy?
just died. One one shot death. Stricken by the fist
Ma'am,
of Balaram,
Krishna
the
also
demon
killed a
fell
big
dead, just like
monster.
a snake with smashed head. Sometimes some snake is there and we just smash the head and snake is dead. Similarly, the Balaramji smashed his head and Pralambasur is dead in just one smash. And blood poured from his mouth. When the demon fell, he made tremendous sound, and it sounded like as if a great hill were falling upon being struck by the thunderbolt of King Indra. So it was so much sound that
Ma'am,
it,
did you know they could see the galaxy?
yeah, the mountains falling. All of the person rushed to the spot, astonished by the ghastly scene. They began to praise Balram with the words, "Well done, well done!" All of them that embraced Balram with great affection, thinking that he had returned from death, and they offered their blessings and congratulations. So they were all playing in different sides of the forest, and when they all heard this sound of a thunderbolt, a mountain crashing, so Pralambasur dying, so they all came there and they saw, oh, such a big demon killed by Lord Balaram, and they all praised him. They all said, well done, and they offered him prayers, congratulations, everything that, okay, your life was saved. You are so great. All the demigods in the heavenly planets became very much satisfied and showered flowers on the transcendental body of Balaram, and they also offered their blessings and congratulations for having killed the demon Pralambasur. So Pralambasur was also disturbing for all the demigods, so they also became very happy. They showered flowers from the heaven, and they all came to thank Lord Balaram for killing Pralambasur. Okay, now end Bhagavad Gita memorization of the verse 12.2. Of course, this is your homework because nobody does the memorization. I want at least one verse in 2 weeks. Not much. One verse in 2 weeks you can memorize and send it in the group. Okay, so we'll end it for now. Any questions you can ask? Any questions from any part of the story, previous part of the story? Yeah, Hare Krishna Mitranshu.
Mataji,
Yeah, Adya.
Mataji, like in the 12th chapter, first verse.
What are you asking? Is this verse from 12th chapter? Adya?
Not me, ma'am. Someone else.
Okay.
Not this.
Okay, okay, Adya. Sorry. Yeah, Mamata and you are asking
Yeah,
somebody.
like in the 12th chapter, first verse.
Okay, you want 12th chapter first verse, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, I'll send it in the group. Also, I can show it here. Just a second. Bhagavad Gita 12.1. Yeah, I'll send it in the group. For now, you can see it on my screen. Yeah. This is Bhagavad Gita's 12th chapter, first verse. Arjuna Vacha Evam Satata Yukta Ye Bhaktva Sam Paryupashyate Ye Chapi Aksharam Avyaktam Tesham Ke Yoga Vittamaha. Arjuna inquired, which are considered to be the more perfect, those who are always properly engaged in your devotional service, or those who worship the impersonal Brahm, the unmanifested. Okay, this is Bhagavad Gita's 12th chapter, first verse. So you might be wondering, okay, why Mataji always gives some verse or the other and not in order? Like sometimes she chooses seventh chapter or 12th chapter or ninth chapter or first chapter, and sometimes directly she comes to fifth chapter. Okay, so this is not what I am choosing. So I am not making the PPTs. The PPTs have been given to me by some coordinators. They are giving me PPTs, and according to that only I'm teaching. So I'm not choosing the verses. First thing is that, and the second thing is that we are not here to memorize the verses in the proper order. Yes, we can do that, but what we are doing is we are memorizing the verses according to their you can say, according to how
Chapter.
important the verses. Of course, all the 700 verses important, but some of the important verses which we memorize first. Okay, so like that we are memorizing the verse. Some words which contain some specific kind of information, which are there with some specific kind of message. So we memorize that verse. Okay, that's why Bhagavad Gita 12.2 is there, not 12.1. Yeah, Aishini.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So
Hare
my
Krishna.
question, so like when Balram ji or when Krishna or when all the demons were killed um, in Vrindavan, why did they make temples of it? Couldn't they just show like actually in Dwapar Yug how it was like?
Okay, like what are you asking? I'm not able to understand. So you are saying the temple of killing demons or what?
No, so my question is that Mataji, like do you know the when Krishna and Balram are on this world?
Hmm.
So after their death, why did they make temples? They could just keep it there and show that actually how did Krishna and Balram look like when they was in this world.
Okay, so you are saying that every demon killing place should be made a temple and show like
No,
show.
ma'am, she meant to say that like they could have built Krishna and Balrama how they actually look like when that time gods were there, so they could have praised it like that. She meant to say.
Okay,
Yeah,
Aishini.
means like how Durga Ma is killing Mahisasur, that means you should paste it in a temple or one a main
Okay,
temple or something. Yeah,
okay.
I
To some
think
extent, I'm
or
understanding the question.
or whatever.
So the thing is that first that time when Krishna was there and he was killing the demon, the people of Vrindavan, whom you are expecting to build the temple, they did not consider Krishna as supreme personality of Godhead or
Because
Bhagavan.
they did not have idea.
Yeah, they thought Krishna is the little child, so they were not considering, oh, Krishna is killing demon.
They
Let me,
had no idea Krishna kept it a
yeah.
secret.
Oh, Krishna is killing demon. Let me build a temple. No, they thought like, oh, my child is saved. Oh, Vishnu, Vishnu, Vishnu. He's saved from a big,
Yeah,
big danger. Oh, thank you, Vishnu. They are not
he
understanding
is
that
Vishnu
Vishnu is
himself.
Krishna himself there. He is the controller of all the Vishnus. So they, and that's not their ignorance. That's the love for Krishna. That's the supreme love. They considered Krishna as the little child. So they did not think of making some temple or some big thing. They just think of saving Krishna. They will just do some puja. They will just do some austerities to for Krishna to be safe, for Krishna to be,
Purify him.
yeah. So like this was happening. And second thing is that some temples were there after Krishna completed his pastime. Various kings were there who built temples in the places where Krishna performed his pastimes. But uh, due to time, they all like have been, you can say, vanished or disappeared. So when six Goswamis, we read about six Goswamis, no, they
Mataji, I
came
have a
back.
question.
Yeah, they excavated them. They again find out that places of the pastime where pastime happened, and they only told that okay, temple needs to be built there, needs to be built there. First thing is that Vrindavan people will not build temple. No, they are not considering Krishna as God only. They're considering him as child. It is their love. They're considering him as his friend, as their child. So for them, it is not astonishing that Krishna kills demon. It is very like prayerful to them. Okay, Krishna is being saved. Krishna is being saved. Okay, they're like this. And second thing is that some temples were there, but they were destroyed in due course of time. They were like vanished with the effect of time. But now Goswamis again discovered the places where the pastime happened, and temple is being built now. Understood, Aishini?
Yes, Mataji, thank you. Ma'am, do you
Thank
know
you,
that
Aishini.
movie that time you explained that Prahlada, the child who was with
Yeah, Narasimha movie.
that
You went to
movie
see?
list? Yes.
You went to see? Nice, Adya. Very nice. Hari bol for you. It's very nice movie, right?
Yes, it was animated.
Yeah, it's animated in 3D and 2D
Ma'am,
both versions are
I
there.
went for 3D.
Okay, 3D you went. Yeah, nice. It was also nice.
Ma'am,
Very nice.
ma'am, you
Yes.
also went.
Yeah, I
Ma'am,
also.
like I have one doubt because because in which language they put the movie, I don't understand. I can only understand the language of English and a little bit of Hindi. He can
Okay,
learn.
Hindi only they have done the movie. Also, this is South also. South, some languages there. But yeah, in Hindi the movie is.
Mataji,
Yes.
Mataji, I have a doubt.
Hi, yeah. Yes, ask. What is your name first? Tell.
My name is Lakshmi Priya.
Yeah, Lakshmi Priya. Yeah, you can just when you join, no, just change your name from Mamta to Lakshmi Priya. Now, for now, I am changing your name, but every time you join, you can change because it's your mother's name and it's not nice to call you by that name. Okay, so you can just change. Yeah, Lakshmi Priya. Ask.
Mataji, is Krishna and Vishnu the same form?
Yeah. Yes. So the difference is that your father in office and your father at home. Just it. So father at office is like some.
Mataji,
Yeah. Yes, Mitranshu.
how many temples are there in Krishna? How many
In
Krishna temples are there?
how many temples of Krishnas are there? What are you asking? Or temples in Vrindavan you asking?
No, how many temples means like any like how many temples like you can count how many temples of Krishna are there in the world?
Okay, I have not counted. Even if some count is there, I don't know it, Mitranshu. So I cannot tell. I can tell if there are so many. There are so many.
Claude can tell. Claude, it's a
We can of course tell, but I can tell there are so many. I have not counted. I have never like asked also. I'll try to know. Okay.
you, or you can write in a list, take a paper and go to the
Uh,
first temple,
go to
write
each and every
number one
temple.
temple, number
Yeah,
two
yeah.
temple. You can
From
do.
tomorrow, onwards, I'm on this duty. Okay, Mitranshu. I'll go to each and every temple. Write the name.
Okay.
Nice question, Mitranshu. Okay, Lakshmi Priya. Thank you so much. Yeah. Anybody else? Some questions? Okay. Sanya, Vamshi, Krishna, Dev, Gopesh. No questions. Everything understood.
Yes,
Yeah.
understood.
I was saying that movie is in Hindi, Mitranshu. You can go and watch.
But I don't understand totally full Hindi.
You don't understand Hindi? Okay, so in Hindi also the subtitles are there in English. The caption is there in English, so you can see from there. You can just read. Uh,
But ma'am, I need to go to United Kingdom because in United Kingdom there is also a movie which is same like this. It's like the same movie, but they are written in English and they speak in English. Because there in United Kingdom they have to speak in English.
I have no idea actually if they have released the movie in United Kingdom or not. But if they have, the English version must be there. You can go and watch. Yeah, yeah. Adya is drinking milk, I think.
Oh my.
Adya is like, okay, let me have my milk break. Okay, Dwez, you went for the movie?
But ma'am, they are very costly, ma'am, the movies. The movies.
You can arrange for a ticket. You can just go to your father and say, "Give me some money."
No, ma'am, I'm only 1,500 rupees total.
Yeah,
My
people.
mom suggested me to go, so my dad was okay, so I went.
Adya,
Mataji,
her father is okay with her. Yeah, yeah, Mitra. This.
the trailer.
You watch the trailer. Go watch the movie also. Yeah. Actually, you went.
No, Mataji.
Okay, go.
Mataji,
Where are you now? Actually, in India or somewhere else?
Mataji, I'm in Ireland now.
And you are in?
Ireland.
Acha, Ireland. I don't know the movies there in Ireland or not. Yeah, you can of course find out. Okay, Aishini.
Yes, Mataji.
You are coming to India for Janmashtami?
Janmashtami is gonna come. Gonna come. After
no,
and ma'am,
Mataji,
Independence Day is also ahead.
You're
Independence.
coming to India for Independence Day and not for Janmashtami.
We need independence.
You need independence, right? Krishna can only give you real independence. Okay, so we'll end. Uh, we'll meet in
Okay,
next.
slow down.
Yeah, please remember the shloka. Yeah, Mitranshu. I'll hear it in the next class. No more excuses. Okay, Hare Krishna, everyone. Bye bye. Hare Krishna.
Ma'am, actually, I forgot to do my homework because I'll
No, nothing
Send it
new.
later.
I forget it every time. Okay, Dvesh, Aishini, Adya
Mom,
also
I
forget.
found out there are 4,000 Krishna temples in the world wide.
Okay, you search it. Mitranshul, we went for search. See, your answer is there. 4,000.
Okay, let me ask Chat GPT or
Yeah,
something.
you always trust ChatGPT only.
ISKCON has 800 temples out of 4,000.
Yeah, that's nice. No, ISKCON temples are there. 800 out of
And
4,000.
there are ISKCON has like 135 centers in Europe, 80 in Asia, 10 in Australia, 68 in North America, 60 in South America, and 60
My God, what are you
Africa.
saying? Are you joking me?
I'm searching in Claude. Claude tells the exact number. My dad loves those apps, so I know that.
No, but actually I use
Mitranshul got
Google.
exact answer
That's like
from us.
Meta AI.
Yeah, you're
I know
Meta.
Meta AI, Rama 4.
Okay, nice, Mitanshu. Very nice. Okay, so you got exact answer. Now
Okay.
the confusion is cleared. We'll end. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please remember the verse. If possible, come to India for Janmashtami. If not possible, go to your nearby ISKCON temples to celebrate Janmashtami and serve there nicely. Celebrate Janmashtami nicely as you all do. Hare Krishna.